Good afternoon, everybody. Archer1503 here, and today again I am playing Tales of Berseria, continuing. Actually, I am dead set on finishing this game. I'm feeling it now. If you have not followed my previous episodes of this, my playthrough, you can find all of them on my YouTube channel. There's some on Twitch, but they get deleted, so you can find every previous episode on my YouTube channel. The link is on my Twitch channel and on my Twitter feed as well. If you're happening to be watching YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Gotta plug that always. I'm hoping everybody is having a fantastic Friday. I know I am. I am excited. My new PC parts are coming in today, so I cannot complain. I figured I'd do an hour of streaming, progress more in this game. I've been doing a little bit of video quality tests just to see what happens. I'm really excited because I'm going from stock cooler to a liquid cool for my processor, so I'm really excited to do that today. I am really tired at the moment, so excuse me. What else? I plan to do a video next week for mics and interfaces for streaming. So that's going to be one thing I'm going to do on my Twitch channel, and it'll be posted to YouTube as well for what mics I suggest using if you're, if you are a streamer and whatnot that are relatively cheap on a budget, and an external audio interface would be a great solution for you as well. Depending on, it just depends. Some of the USB mics out there are pretty decent. I'll get more into that, but I just wanted to give everybody a rundown. So that'll be a little creative episode I'm gonna do, and I'll talk about all the different microphones and what's I think is best for streamers and whatnot. Depends on your budget too. If you want to get real classy, you can go for an SM7B. That's a Shure microphone. You're gonna drop $300 on that. There's no doubt about it. But I personally love that for vocals. So in the studio, but you can use it for pretty much anything. Honestly, I would recommend the MXL, but I'm going to get more into that when I do the creative stream next week and what audio interfaces and whatnot. And I'll take questions too. So if you're free, it'll probably be Wednesday, I think, next week I'm going to do it. I think that's the day I'm off, and I don't have anything going on. So let's continue Tales of Berseria today. I'm just going to hit that. I played a little bit just to level a little bit more, so don't mind me. But we're going to fast forward into this. I am going to mute, and it looks like I have a skit to watch too. So, that's the other thing. I'm trying to include all the skits. I used to flash forward, just get past all of them because they used to be, honestly, they're freaking annoying. They were. But yeah, I'm going to hit the skip button, and I'm going to mute, and we're going to continue. Remember, you can view all of my previous episodes on my YouTube channel. Do not forget to subscribe because that helps me out.
Teresa and Oscar sure seem close.
I've known them since I was an initiate, but I've never seen them quarrel, not even once.
Did you ever fight with your brother, Velvet?
Yeah, I guess I did. Sometimes I'd chew him out, and he'd sulk and stop talking to me, but I found that adorable too.
You did?
No matter how much he dug in his heels, or tried to talk like he was in charge, after a while he'd be right there trailing along behind me.
Like a little puppy dog.
Puppies are a lot more obedient. I always had to keep an eye on him. Little brothers are odd creatures.
Rokuro's a little brother. Is he adorable too?
Huh? I don't think a little brother who's out to kill you is in any way adorable.
But Shigure seemed like he was having fun.
Sometimes you just don't make sense.
Huh? I don't know.
Little brothers.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
Well then, that's perfect. You pretend the boy is your little brother.
Huh?
That's a bit extreme, but actually, when I'm talking with Lavisette, sometimes I think, this is what having a brother must feel like.
I could be Eleanor's brother.
Don't take any of this nonsense seriously, Lavisette. Malakim are just tools to exorcists. She can never think of you as her brother.
Oh, yeah.
You're wrong. I've changed how I view Malakim. I know that's true because I can think of him as a brother.
Right.
She's all talk. Don't believe her.
It seems to me like you're the one who's treating him as a tool, by forcing your own opinions upon him.
Ooh, two sisters struggling for the affections of their brother. Eeny teeny candlestick. Which one will the Muppet pick?
How about an older brother instead?
Take a look at this. Scout ships.
Right then, let's finish this! Whip! Take that!
See this? Rubber cruiser!
Crash through! You won't get away!
All stop! Hurricane! Destruction!
Here! We're rolling damage!
I did good, didn't I?
You better be ready.
Twin whip!
Hurricane! No escape!
Crash through! You won't get away! Thunder whip! Got you! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Got you! Twin whip! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Got you! You won't get away! Thunder whip! Boys, we're out over you! Take that! Devour! Crash through!
See this? Rubber cruiser!
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Call me the flesh! Hey! Gaze upon my fiery ears! Here! Lightning! Bring it down!
Hold up!
Victory is ours. On to battle.
See this? See this?
You won't get away!
Not even worth my time. This grimoire who we're searching for is a Moloch like Bienfu, right? To be honest, I don't see how someone so different can be a Moloch just the same as Laphicet or Aizen.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the tangly mess.
I'll tell you anything!
In that case, I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Oh no! Anything but that!
So, we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
No! No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon! Why not? That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cants with you. Alright, Is there anything you can tell me?
I could talk about what type of Malachim we are, or our position in the world of Malachim, or our abilities. Oh, I'd like to know all that. Then I will tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malachim. Compared to other Malachim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others. Think of them as a convenient power-up.
They're also known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Why is it so painful for you?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
That does explain your quirky speaking mannerisms.
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Don't say that!
Here I come! Turn away! Take that! You won't get away! Not yet! Take that! You're my critical! You won't get away! No escape! Shield got you! Out of my way! Shield secret!
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Always be on guard! Turn away! You won't get away!
Not even worth my time.
You'll be rushed on my blade. Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! X! Disruption! Shade wave!
We won, right? Right?
Is that?
Grimoire? She's moving away. A dragon?
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is it friends with Diane?
Spyro! Tail! Got you!
Crusher!
Moonlight Cyclo! Here! Shake the honey!
Hey, Party!
Crimson
Hold
Seven!
up!
Flame Beast!
Deception!
Shake the honey!
Hold up!
Zippy! Zippy! Hold them over!
No escape!
Storm!
Shooting star!
Turn down! Make it like crop!
I'll stop you!
Make it
Hey!
like crop!
Caught you! I'll stop you!
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Hard to deflect! Liquid pay! Too close!
I'll stop you! See this? I'm a crusher!
Explore! Turn down! Make it like crop!
Caught you! I'll stop you!
Devour!
I'll stop you!
Crash through! Finish! Finish! Devour! Moonlight Cyclo! Quick whip! Finish! Take
No
it
escape!
down! Moonlight Cyclo! Here! Take it down! Devour! Moonlight Cyclo!
Whew. I thought we were done for.
So she's the same sort of Moloch as Bienfu?
You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet. I know your witch friend. Oh.
Grim, so wonderful to see you. It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That keep me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien! Come on, Grim! Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid? Yeah.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
Here it is, ma'am.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Avarost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
Haria. Isn't that the village with that demon that Oscar and Teresa were talking about?
I think it might be. We should remain on our guard.
That's Haria Village.
To the inn, one and all!
Alright, so I saved just because I saw the code red boss. And I'm like, before we continue, let's try and kill it. If I die, I die. Hey, that's the way I look at it, but I've said that before. Here we go.
I apologize if I'm being rude, but I have to ask. You're not Aminoch the Empyrean, are you?
Of course I'm not. What would even make you ask such a thing?
A shop in Isolt was selling Aminoch figurines that looked just like you.
Oh, that. I distinctly remember whispering to the shopkeeper in his sleep, telling him not to sell those things.
You showing up in his dreams probably only convinced him you were the real deal. You should sue for his use of your likeness and get proper compensation from that shopkeeper.
Forget it. It's no concern.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they'd ever sell anyway.
Oh, you think a figurine of mine wouldn't sell?
You got this whole somber ennui thing going on. A figurine needs to be cute, like me.
Then how about I turn you into a product?
Me? Really?
Oh yes. I'll have you stuffed and mounted. But since it'd be a unique piece, I'd have to price it a bit higher.
Mounted? No, count me out!
Oh, you're no fun. Now, what was it we were talking about?
Whether or not you are the Empyrean Aminoch.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm no Empyrean. I'm just a simple girl. It would be hard for anyone to worship an Empyrean like me, right?
That's true. I mean, it just seems like you're the type who can see through anything, so perhaps an Empyrean seems less intimidating from a certain point of view.
You're saying I'm scarier than an Empyrean?
Not scarier exactly, just more of a savvy sort of woman.
That's not a bad answer, but it won't get you out of the doghouse.
I'm done. Anything.
I don't think we have a chance!
1, 2!
Right
Hurricane!
down here! Take that!
Hurricane! Hurricane!
Pull my cycle! Here's it! Lock the dragon! Tornado break!
Hammer Crusher! Hammer Crusher! Deception! Hurricane! Deception! Hammer Crusher!
Here it comes! Take that! Fate! Pull my cycle! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Caught it in the flesh! Lethal pay! Evil!
No escape! Give way! Hurricane! For 1! For 5! No escape! No escape! For 2! No escape!
Rain down!
For 2!
I refuse to fall here!
And I guess that's how it's done? I guess? Yeah.
You'll be rust on my blade.
Hurricane! See this?
You won't get away!
I still need a lot of training.
Take a look at this. I knew this would be big. What a treasure! Scout ships.
From what we heard in Iseult, demons are attacking villages, and more people are growing upset with the Abbey. So I hadn't expected things in Haria village to be so laid back.
They might be on their best behavior because you're accompanied by an exorcist.
Huh. I didn't know you could see the world in more than just black and white.
The Abbey wouldn't entrust my responsibilities to someone who couldn't see beyond the surface. I have seen many things in my work. I've beheld both the light and the darkness in the world of men. Despite that, no, because of that, I won't turn away from the wrongs that I encounter. Moreover, I have faith. I believe there is good in all our souls.
The darkness, huh?
Yes, like you.
You're awfully direct. We could use a place to stay. Any rooms open?
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
All right, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that'd work.
Yes, satisfactory. All right. I'll teach you how to read Ancient Avarost.
Thank you so much, teacher!
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough, but straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient Avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst. Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Sa, Popo, Mucho, Sanchon.
correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with Innominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like, San-san, Pocho Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Muson. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho Muson. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. All right, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
I wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Well, any results?
Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians?
Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat.
Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it? I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along Earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But they also call Innominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Innominat's body are connected through earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the earth pulse points.
Points?
The places where the power of Earth Pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest?
Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up.
And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Aminoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth Pulse point?
There's lots of earth pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing. Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian... What? I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there. Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes, and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service?
I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Aminoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Aminoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course.
Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
Well, that's interesting. So we've learned a lot so far, and I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. But yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow or later tonight, depending on if I have time. But again, I thank you for watching. I'm Archer1503. You have a fantastic Friday, and don't forget to subscribe, follow, and all that stuff. YouTube, Twitch, and my Twitter. And I think that's about it. What else can I say? Anyways, have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you all soon. Take care of each other. Later.